but it's because we're back from the mics. I'm not too worried about it, though. Welcome to Hometown Highlight! Woo! You can tell we're exhausted because we come up with dumb ideas like that. So, week 26 of the MLS had some to offer.
Something. Not a whole lot.
A little bit here and there.
The games were played. They played.
So if you like MLS and you like knowing what happens and who's wearing the table and who beat who and who upset who and who got sent off and who headbutted this guy and whatever and which ref should be fired this week, you should subscribe. I hit my pop filter.
Down there, the button's down there.
Because we release videos every week about all this stuff. Make sure you also follow @_CF_sports. We post stuff every week on there and kind of, you know, we like to engage with our following, our fans, or whatnot.
That's right. Yeah. Comment down below and on our Instagram.
Let us know what you think of some of these things. So, kick it off, Derek.
Kicking it off.
What we got?
First up, we have Montreal versus Vancouver with 2-1 with Montreal.
Last week was like rivalry week, man, these derbies. So, what do they do about Canada? There's 3 Canadian teams. Who cares? They're Canadian.
Right.
Get out of here. What happened, Derek? What happened in the game?
Not a whole lot. It was 2-1. Montreal came in with a win. In the 17th minute, we have Reyna for Vancouver. In the 35th minute, we have an own goal from Henry on Vancouver for Montreal.
It wasn't even like oopsies, like, you know, he was like just in the middle of the goal. It just like banged it in.
Yeah, it almost seemed blatant.
It was bad. Crazy. Like normally when it's own goal, it like skims their foot or something. And
right.
No, he like.
He just felt bad for Montreal, and he thought he should, like, you know, help him out a little bit. He helped him out too much, apparently. Yeah, he didn't realize that the rest of the team sucked. In the 37th minute, we have Uriti for Montreal securing that dub.
Seals the deal.
That little ponytail always works for him, I guess.
Hey, it was a good volley, though, to be fair.
Hey,
we'll have volley. Yeah. Bottom corner. Next, we have New York Red Bulls versus Colorado. Colorado taking a 2-0 win over the Red Bulls. Kind of surprising to me.
That surprised me, yeah.
In the 14th minute, we had Lewis who scores, and then in the 87th minute, Lewis again off the post and in. A very impressive curling goal.
Yeah, nice shot.
Really loved watching that.
So Montreal actually played twice this week. They played on Wednesday, played again on Saturday. On their Saturday game, they played DC United. It looks like they were still wore out after their game on Wednesday.
They got clapped.
It was not a fun game for them to participate in. My boy from last week, Ola Kamara, coming in for DC. He had 2 goals this game. Had a nice little brace for him. You know, one was in the 20th minute, and then again in the 32nd minute, and then in between and amongst all that, Paul Arriola, man, I love seeing that guy when he plays for the U.S. national team. Hate when he plays for DC United against Atlanta. But that's neither here nor there. Great game for DC United all around, especially without Wayne Rooney.
3 goals in 12 minutes.
That's how you do it.
Pretty impressive.
Get you the win.
Does that give any implication on the fact that they might not need Wayne Rooney, since he is going to Derby County at the end of the season?
Honestly, I always felt Wayne was a little too old. So next up, we have a very boring match until you get to about the 90th minute. We have Columbus versus Chicago with a 1-1 draw. As I said earlier, very unexciting until about the 90th minute. However, in the 27th minute, we have Santos for Columbus scoring the first goal, and the second goal scored by Chicago in the 94th minute by Frankowski.
That's, you know, every time somebody scores late, I kind of go like, wow, clutch moment time. It was the most exciting 1-1 draw you could ever ask for.
Yeah. In the last 5 minutes.
Yeah. So next we have New England Revolution and Toronto. This one also ends 1-1. Not as exciting as the other one. In the 74th minute we have Benazet for Toronto. In the 86th minute though, who's Toronto's goalkeeper? You know off the top of your head?
No.
Name does not matter because he should be dropped immediately. This goal comes in, little ground dribbler, little over the top of the ball, little no real bounce to it, little slow roller, little tortoise rolling towards the hair kind of situation here, if you feel me. Straight at the goalkeeper as well, and instead of, you know, maybe scooping it or
saving it, you know?
Diving in front of it, he tries to dive in front of it and it just goes under his torso.
And it kind of looked like me in a Sunday League game.
It looked like the fat guy you put in goal for the Sunday League game.
goal.
That's what it looks like. Okay, it looked like the guy, oh, he can't really run, let's throw him in the back, and he can't really dive either. That's what it looked like to me. Okay, this is pathetic, bro. Somebody does that at Sunday thing, I'm like, all right, get him out of here. And he's a pro. I know, like, oh yeah, pros aren't perfect, whatever. But, like, there's a difference in, like, just a mistake and then, like, blatant, awful, lazy play.
I think sometimes it's difficult for keepers because you kind of got to, like, overthink. They probably overthink everything. Like, oh, I have to dive for this ball.
That's true.
The ball's at your feet. You really didn't have to dive. You could just stuck a lug out and got that save.
There was nobody around him. It wasn't heavy traffic.
Yeah, but
he could have just.
You don't want to like this.
He could have dove forward onto it like they do. You know what I'm saying? You could have done anything else, but let it go under.
But that.
Anything other than what you did.
Yeah,
that sucked.
So, good job, bro.
After that, we had Dallas versus Cincinnati. Take a guess.
Who do you think?
You're right. Unless you said Cincinnati, then you're an idiot. Okay?
Cincinnati. Wait, can I just ask? Cincinnati, worst expansion team of all time?
No, not yet. I mean, they've been in the league 1 year.
Yeah, but Atlanta was in for 1 year, and they were in the playoffs, and they did this and that.
Okay, no.
We went out in the first round of the playoffs, but we were in the playoffs.
That is true. But
I feel like that's
Cincinnati.
I would be willing. Hey, it's on camera right now. Let's go ahead and put this down. I'm putting $10 next year that St. Louis finishes ahead of Cincinnati.
wow.
Because I think Cincinnati is that terrible.
the 12th minute for Dallas, Hollingshead. I mean, hey, dude's been around for a while. In the 49th minute for Dallas again, we have Barrios. And then after that, Andresic for Dallas again. Again, Dallas is just you're playing Cincinnati. You're gonna run it up.
And the only reason they can only score goals if they're penalties. I mean, it's a fact.
And then in the 64th minute, Cincinnati pulled one back. Ledzima.
Nobody cares. He's a Cincinnati player.
And then just to round the game out, add insult to injury. In the 75th minute, Mane for Cincinnati decided, let's just get a red card that.
Yeah, he probably didn't feel like playing the next game. He started losing. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on, we have Sporting Kansas City versus the Houston Dynamo. But in the 12th minute, Russell did score for Kansas City.
Next we have Vancouver and New York City. 3-1 for New York City. Could have predicted that probably. In the 10th minute we have Heber for New York. In the 26th, McKay Steven. What a last name. You know last name's good when it has a hyphen in it. Scores for New York. In the 64th minute though, Reyna for Vancouver with an insane volley.
Oh, that was nasty. That was insane. That was a really good shot.
That is some FIFA level stuff right there.
Honestly, if I played for NYFC, I'm a little intimidated by that shot.
Yeah.
But they did a good job of coming back.
You can't be mad at that shot. But in the 72nd minute, Matrita, however you say it, he banged one.
Put the game away.
It was really nice. It was free kick, bottom bins.
Yeah, it was
good.
Real solid.
Good.
Nice free kick.
Good.
Put it right where the keeper wasn't going to get it. After that, it was San Jose versus Orlando. You guys know how we like Orlando.
We love them.
So, we love it when people beat up on Orlando too. In the 3rd minute, Erickson for San Jose. I mean, San Jose just dominated from the get-go. Truly.
What?
Entire first half, so Wondolowski, who's been around since '96 when the MLS started, just kidding, I don't know how long he's been around, but a while, had some beautiful goals. I mean, he had a nice little chip right in there. You love to see that.
It's right here.
Beautiful.
Bang.
Chip shot. Moving forward, we have Portland versus Real Salt Lake with Portland 1, Real Salt Lake 0. The only thing exciting that happened in this match was the 16th minute with Valeri getting a goal for Portland.
Alright, moving on. We have Seattle Sounders and the LA Galaxy.
The most exciting game of the weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
This one, I'm not going to say the score to. Just follow along, if you will.
Just read the goals. Just bang, 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 bang.
In the 45th minute, Rui Diaz for Seattle. In the 55th, Roldan for Seattle. In the 66th minute, Zlatan himself. Good header. I'm liking this. In the 75th, Acuna for the Galaxy.
Ooh, bring it back.
Brings it back, levels it up, but Jordan Morris said, hold up. 2 minutes later, in the 77th, he scores for Seattle.
Ooh, Seattle's looking good right now.
And I don't know how to say this name, but in the 81st minute, something Eastern European scores for the Galaxy.
Shelvik.
Yeah, that.
Shelvik.
And so, you think that it's going to end 3-3. You really feel that. It's 81st, everyone's worn out. But Rodon, 89th minute, clutch moment, scores for Seattle. He makes it 4-3 for Seattle. Big time win. They needed that. They've been pretty trash the last 8 games or so.
That's 7 goals.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a touchdown.
That's
In American football.
TD. End it for us here now.
Man, I was happy to see the result of this game, and let me tell you why. Because LAFC lost. Woo. Don't get me wrong, I do like LAFC.
I mean, they're gonna win the West anyway.
They're gonna win the West. They're gonna keep it going. Minnesota United, though.
Shocking.
You want to talk about a team that started off like? What if Cincinnati turns around and pulls the Minnesota United? What they did this year?
That would be tight, but I still don't think they will. Because
That'd be
Minnesota.
$10 in my pocket.
Minnesota looked better their first year than Cincy did their first year.
I don't know about that.
I think so.
You're probably right.
Continue.
But anyways, for Minnesota United, in the 25th minute, Toye, T-O-Y-E,
What in the
Toye,
heck?
my boy.
What kind of angle, what kind of confidence do you have to have in yourself to take on that angle
It's nasty.
and then score a top bins, side net?
It's all skill.
It's all class. Boy.
And then you know what? He just decided, why not? 4 minutes later, I'm gonna go score myself another one in the 29th minute.
From so far out.
25 yards out.
Just bang. And it wasn't even like, he just said, I'm gonna go for it. Why not?
Take a shot.
Just put some heat on it.
What?
That's all you need.
Heck, dude. Kid was on fire. Saw Minnesota's Instagram page. They were like going off about it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you should do when you beat LAFC.
Yeah.
So they were really popping off. They were
Especially
partying
Minnesota.
about it. So anyway, we got a minute left for the camera cuts off. So
Some decent games this week. Really good goals across the multiple games.
a lot of good goals. No ref controversy that I saw.
No.
Which is shocking. Again, good job, guys. Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Few calls, but
But no,
Yeah, nothing controversial.
Nothing too controversial.
Nothing I felt like screaming about. Anyway, that'll do it for us on this week on MLS in Review. We will see you next Friday to capture all the good stuff going on there. We're nearing the playoffs. It's going to be good. It's exciting. We have to talk about less games, which is also kind of exciting. These things won't be 35 minutes long.
make sure you like and subscribe. Again,
Go that at _CF_sports because we post a lot of early stuff there from this episode.
And stay tuned for Hometown Highlights.
Hometown highlights next. You're gonna hear a lot from me. Peace.
And it cut out.
3 seconds to spare.